big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Gators will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Arkansas's offense will get the first possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Pressure coming. He's got him. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Razorbacks want to move quickly. They'll run play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Razorbacks are flying down the field. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Wants to keep it in the air. He makes the grab.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense.
Touchdown, Arkansas! A great catch and run for 6.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. The opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Running back searching for a hole. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
The Gators will have it 1st and 10. A They've been running it, but now the pass. Finds his man. It's Little. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Might as well stick with him. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now inside the 20, first and 10 from the 18. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The Gators are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now it's second and goal. From the shotgun, the inside give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gator!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He shows you all of his ability on that TV.
And the point after is good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Razorbacks in the hurry-up. On second down. Snagged out of the air. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. He's going to look for a man on third and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Hunt. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up.
Breaks into the open, just steamrolling the defense. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Wants to go up top on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Florida.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defense all year long.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas State fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough, and they could just find a way. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia Southern. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Looking to throw on first down. Finds a tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. The give to the tailback. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up and get some movement at the point.
There he goes! Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Gators, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Here's the handoff. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Gator!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he tacks on the extra point. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Dances away to buy time. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Now on 2nd down. looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. High the chains now on 2nd and long.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
He'll keep it himself. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Out of the gun to give to the back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. After the productive 1st down play at 2nd and 6. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. He's got an open man. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. The give out of the gun. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The Gators have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. There's still plenty of time, and you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. At the 35, he's loose. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. And you really can't be called the Hogs if you're not willing to grind it out in the dirt.
Yeah, and I love calling the offensive linemen the hog mollies. And Arkansas, in that beautiful state, you're going to find a bunch of big, strong individuals. And the identity of that team is usually built on those guys up front.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Hunt. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Razorbacks want to crank the tempo. The RPO, it's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go faster, seeing it here.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Got enough for the first down. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Gators come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to take the top off. And he makes the catch inside the 10.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be. A big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now on 2nd and goal. Here we go. Marches ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Gator. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's complete to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A strike downfield. Flying out to the left. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Quarterback on the keeper. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Oh, he's got some space. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. And the Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. He stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry-up. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his tight end. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. To the air on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Bringing the heat. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been calling a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that, baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Quickly out to the tight end. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Gators will call on their punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up.
Yeah, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Takes it from the gun on third down. The quick out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Razorbacks are on the move. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3.
Wide open space. Touchdown, Razorbacks. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. The give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Razorbacks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Creates a little room. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up. Quick handoff. Hard running there. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Razorbacks line up to punt it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Gators can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Will they keep it on the ground again here on third down? They'll try to power their way ahead. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Gators getting set on first and 10. They'll give it to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Here we go, here we go. Give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun, the ground game. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
Now, fourth down.
Ball is at the 3-yard line. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone, but they'll need to move forward here on fourth and short. Trying to keep this drive alive. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Arkansas State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Jonesboro for some time. They're up 14 over Georgia Southern. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. Handoff from the shotgun. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off-play action on first down. It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just keep slinging it. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Unloads to the right. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. From the gun, the running back has it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody...
There he goes! All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Rides to back and leaves it. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On third down, he drops to throw. Finds his big tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. The inside handoff. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll try to run for it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And this drive feels like it's just gone on forever, right? The clock is just ticking away. The defense is aware of that. It's got to be frustrating because you just allowed another first down, fresh set coming up. You've got to do something to stop this bleeding.
And the Gators trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Trying to bully their way in.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Straight ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Gators! With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Razorbacks will hustle to the line. Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Whalen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Wants to throw on third down. Short gain on the completion. Good footwork. Gets him the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking downfield on first down. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Florida! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Whalen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Find some fresh air. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they can corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
The Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. They're working that left side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Razorbacks in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. It's caught downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
And the Razorbacks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Arkansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
and a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Going right to work up top. Blasted as he lets it go. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Looking to fire. This time he's got it. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. To the air on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. And that is how we will wrap this one up. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look